we're looking at the cash crop, talking about cashew production in Nigeria. It's a very big industry that we doesn't seem to pay so much attention to, and of course, it's quite a major concern there with regards to how we take that sector. A lot of exports of that commodity out of Nigeria. We saw a lot of middlemen, some of them not even Nigerians, going into our villages and local communities to, buy these raw materials directly from farmers and, of course, export them to their country. How do we tackle this and, of course, make it a viable revenue generation for the government? I'm joined in the studio by Yunusa Gabriel Enemali. He's the president, Cashew Growers, of course, is the National Apex of Cashew Farmers, Processors and Marketing Cooperative Limited. He's the president. Good morning, Mr. Yunusa Enemali.
Thank you so much. Good morning, viewers.
All right, let's look at the issue about cashew production. I'm from a village where we have the hectares of cashew farms, and in most cases what we see is the production is huge, but if you look at the marketing and of course the level of patronage that we get, it doesn't seem to actually, we're not doing much enough to make that cash crop more attractive. Do you think so?
Yes, this is as a result of lack of know-how. First, yes, we have a lot of plantation. I inherited 30 hectares of plantation from my father, but maintaining is a problem. The problem currently is that we don't seem to understand the benefit, the potentials, and value chain in cashew. But before I delve into that, a lot of people don't know this, and I'll let you know. First, how many of you know that cashew is the only plant, whether tree crop or food crop, that the name starts with cash? How many people do know that? How many people also know that cashew has 3 main benefits? How many people knows that from the seed to the table is cash? So this is what makes cashew tall, standing tall, and is peculiar. But we have refused to pay attention to that. Only cashew has more than 40 products from cashew. Are you talking from the shell? Are you talking from the nut? Are you talking about the tree itself? Now, people talk about carbon credit, carbon credit. How many people are aware that cashew is the only product that can, as we speak, trap carbon? You understand? Trapping carbon means that it has the ability, it can be planted anywhere, and it is used for protecting the environment, especially mitigating climate change. So everything about cashew is money, and that is why it is cash before you chew it. Now, coming back to what you have said, yes, we have been producing a lot. Most of our research institutions are not properly funded. They're not properly taken care of. They don't even research to know what we can do from it. That is why other countries that understands the benefit in cashew comes to Nigeria. 1, our soil is so fantastic. 2, we have a very good weather for it. 3, virtually everything you talk about in Nigeria favors cashew. Cashew can grow in the north, cashew can grow down south, cashew can grow in the middle belt, east, west, anywhere. Plant cashew, cashew can grow. It can grow, you can benefit from it as climate, because it protects. Don't forget, when it was brought in the 50s by Portuguese, it was actually used to protect schools and protecting the soil from water erosion, wind erosion, and all of that. That was what cashew was meant for. Now, over the years, research went into it, and they realized that there is so much that can be derived from it. Now, because we are not maximizing our potential, we allow others from countries like Cambodia, countries like Brazil, India, countries like Netherlands, they come in and buy the raw nut. I can tell you for truth, you can go and verify. The raw nut, a kg, is just less than 2,000 naira. A processed one is about 25,000, 30,000. It means if we have decided to process it, we would have made a lot of money from it. We would have made a lot of, we would have created a lot of jobs for the women and youths. We would have also create a lot of wealth for Nigerians. So these are some of the things that cashew, as the name implies, can give to a country. Don't forget, if you look at what we export in form of raw nuts, I pity Nigeria what we are losing.
Indeed, that's my next question.
Good.
Raw, cashew exportation.
Yes.
I've seen it, a lot of it, back in Kogi State where I come from, especially during the season.
Yes.
You see trucks, in droves, taking out this raw nut and eventually exporting it out of Nigeria. Why can't we create an avenue where we can begin to develop the cashew value chain? You talked about that we can get like 40 products from this cashew.
I can name them if you want me, because we have started this.
Absolutely, you can go
now,
ahead.
when we started like a cooperative at home, just small of us, who said, I learned the act of producing cashew jam from my father. And then we were doing cashew chin-chin, cashew biscuit, cashew this and all of that, cashew brandy, cashew whiskey, cashew ethanol. All of this, we were doing it. Now, I now realize that, look, we need to educate our people about this. And that was how I was discovered and trained abroad. I'm back home again to see what we can do. Fortunately, I came back. The federal government is now revamping the cooperative sector. And cashew was one sector they were looking at, which I give it to them kudos, because if they allow this to happen, it therefore means that we can process cashew on our own. At the rural, don't forget it's a cooperative. So 10 people, 5 people, yes, we have issues with infrastructure, especially power, but we can do it manually. 10 people are processing, others, women and youth, so that out of season, work continues. And this is what makes the industry better. So by the time we start doing all of this and government comes in to put a lot of support into it, you will find out that everywhere is going to be cashew. Look at it. You can see this is just the apple. The apple itself. Okay, let me even mention some products from the apple. One, the juice. The juice has the highest vitamin C, higher than pineapple, higher than mango, higher than orange. I'm
sure a lot of Nigerians don't know about it.
They don't know. Cashew apple, again, you make jam from it, ethanol from it. Cashew, again, you make brandy from it, whiskey from it, just the apple. In fact, when I was in Côte d'Ivoire, that was what we drank all through. It was, I don't want to mention so that you say I'm not. Now, when you come to this is not the nut, this is the kernel. This is the kernel. The one on the top of apple is called the nut. That is the nut. Now, when you remove the kernel, the shell that you remove the kernel from is used for CNSL, cashew nut shell liquid. That is the most expensive of cashew. It's used, one, for jet oil. India, Australia, this is what they use in powering their jets. Two, is used
we have it in large quantity in Nigeria, and we are not harnessing the opportunity.
We are not. That is what I said. That's why I say Nigeria is missing a lot. Now, apart from that, it's used for your shoe polish, it's used for your paint, it's used for your hydraulic, your brake fluid. Imagine if we are processing all of this from this. Do you know the amount of number of jobs it would have created?
Quite a whole lot. A whole lot. You talk about infrastructure challenges there, and of course, how you partner with government to improve on all of this? Because at the end of the day, the ultimate beneficiary is indeed the government, because more revenue, foreign exchange will be earned as well.
Well, if it is for infrastructure, that is not a new thing. We've been suffering it for a long time, but we're still begging. We're begging. For instance, cashew is produced in the rural community. But as I speak with you, there's no good road for farmers to move out their farm produce to the farm. It's real. If you harvest, okay, this season that just passed, most farmers could not use vehicle to go and bring them because the roads are bad. So the only option they had is motorcycle. Now, motorcycle is charging one bag 5,000. Because the motorcycle, the man that is going to apply it, he is buying fuel. Fuel in the rural community is 2,000 naira per liter. That's a lot. So he fuel one bag. He ferries one bag for you. Now imagine you have 30 bags. Can you see the cost? So the cost of transportation alone from the farm to the warehouse or market is too expensive. That's one. Two, no warehousing. The farmer produce, nowhere to keep it. So they will just go and sell it like that so that sorry, I'm speaking my language. Take away this thing away from me because I don't know where to keep it. Right? So it's becoming a problem. No proper market. Proper markets where you can keep your goods even if it is not being sold so that you can sell them tomorrow. So this is what cooperative is talking to government, the necessary quota, especially Minister of Agriculture. They have decided to be frontal to support the cooperative so that all of these challenges can be reduced and then so that the farmers can earn money. Don't forget, another support that we're lacking is lack of finance. It's a problem. The cooperative, the conventional bank would not want to give the farmer a loan. So that is the essence of this cooperative, so that at the end of the day, cooperative can, fund their members. You want money for farming? Here's it. Our member is sick. That does not mean he should lose out. We take over his farm, maintain it, sell it. We take what belongs to us and give it to him so that he doesn't lose out. No clean hospital for the farmers in the rural community, and so on and so forth.
Let's talk about partnership.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not getting support from the federal government, well, you have given some credit to the Minister of Agriculture, which is also a very strong federal government arm. Are you also exploring other partnerships like the private sector?
Oh, sure. We're talking, don't forget the cooperative is less than 3 months, but a lot of people thought we have been on just because I'm the one driving it. We're talking to a lot of international donors which are coming. In fact, we just signed an MOU with an organization from Netherlands that we're partnering to. They call them QFNCCC. What is it they do? They come in they create carbon credit, and then once it's created, they pay farmers for protecting the environment. Like I said, cashew traps carbon. And because it does trap carbon, it gives room for protecting the environment. Because what happens is that if you look at the north, especially the northern part, because we pull down all manners of trees, the heat is becoming so much. And if you go under cashew, less than 5 minutes you sleep off because it's cold. Absolutely. And we take in oxygen and throw away carbon dioxide. Now, plant takes in carbon dioxide and give us oxygen. Now, I'm trying to give you the layman language. Absolutely. If we don't protect it, very soon we human beings will start buying oxygen. Because everywhere is going to be cut down, and that is why cashew is good for carbon credit. So we're partnering with Netherlands, we're partnering with some German organization, we're partnering with some organization from America, and a lot, it's just a matter of time, a lot will start happening in the cashew sector. So for partnership is welcome. Don't forget SDG goal number 17 talks about partnership. If we must achieve the goals, we must partner. We partner with private organization, partner with government, partner with everybody, anywhere that there is an opportunity, we partner with them. I'm glad that Nigerian Cooperative Financing Agency is also partnering with us, where our people can draw fund from Cooperative Development Fund to take care of our members at the rural community. And this is something that cuts across the whole federation. The cooperative is not just for one state. No, cashew, like the name implies, national apex of cashew farmers, processors, and marketing cooperative limited. If people from India can come to Nigeria and pack our cashew and process and then take it to the world, and Nigeria is over 200 million people, it means the man in Maiduguri, if he's taught, the man in Sokoto, the man in Bayelsa, the man in Edo, if they are well trained, they should process in a small way so that they can also sell it. That is the marketing.
You're talking about training. What capacity building or awareness, rather? How are you? Which effort are you making in that regard to bring your members together, having a government organization speaking to them, or international partners talking to them, at something in form of a conference or anything? Are you bringing your members together?
First of all, you see, for you to train somebody, you need to be trained first. I am glad an organization, United European Union, ECOWAS, ACP, GIZ, took me out and trained me train me from the farm to the table. So I understand virtually what is involved. Number two, to do that, when I came back, I nominated some of our members who are already on the training. Once you train, you become a cashew master trainer and facilitator. They are also about concluding their last stage. And once they come back, we will now bring our heads together. And that is why, to do all of this, we need to first of all bring everybody together under one umbrella, which is the National Cashew Cooperative Summit. Bringing everybody, our members from all the 36 states of the Federation, including FCT. Let's come, let's talk. How do we move forward? Bring a lot of people, governments. Let's talk. Here is an opportunity that we must tap into so that we can create jobs. This hope that we're all looking forward to, cashew can give it. This hope, don't forget cashew, if you follow those that, all the value chain, all the stakeholders involved in cashew, I'm talking about millions of people, millions. So if everything works out for us and the way we plan it, then I think it's just a matter of time. Any corner you go in Nigeria, you should start seeing cashew. Cashew that you can eat, cashew that you can drink. In fact, if you take cashew milk, you won't want to take any other milk again. A lot of people don't know that from cashew, you have cashew milk, cashew chin-chin, cashew bread, cashew biscuits. In fact, what they do now, especially in the Arab nation.
But as we wrap up now, in terms of processing, do we have factories that process at least any of some of these products
we
that you mentioned here?
We have them, but not in large quantity. It's very, very small. And their capacity, again, lack of know-how. If you don't have the lack of know-how, you won't be able to do a lot of things. The companies that we have right now, they only process the kernel for export. Other products, they don't know what to do with it. In fact, if you go to these places I'm talking about, you see heap of shell. And all they needed to do is to press and remove the crude, the most expensive one, and then you sell. In fact, yesterday I got an order for the shell. But because we're not processing, what can I do? So, but in the process of time, these are things we're going to begin to train and teach our farmers. That, look, you don't necessarily need to just produce, and once it's out of season, you wait again. No, you go into processing, you sell the processed kernel, you sell your shell. You can be engaged
all year round.
All year round.
All right. And that's the best way to end this conversation. Mr. Yunusa Gabriel Enemali, President, the National Apex of Cashew Farmers, Processors and Marketing Cooperative Limited.
Thank you.
I must thank you for your time. We appreciate your contribution, and I'm sure a lot has been said here that government need to actually look into, and of course give you the necessary support for you to drive this industry. Thank you for your time.
I appreciate it.
All right. With that is a wrap on this show today. We'll be back again tomorrow. I am Yusuf Akogu.